As we go into the room, we notice that there's a slight change in her body posture when she approaches the sofa area and the bedding area. You notice there's a significant concentration. The breathing pattern changes. The tail starts to move. The dog is focusing more, trying to pinpoint the odor. She actually goes around the sofa area. We move that to allow her to have more access. There's a lot of dead bed bugs and some cast skins and some fecal matter all throughout the area. She bypasses all that, continues working. You notice that now she's working along the edge of the bed and actually starts to pick up some odor, starts to crawl. A lot of our dogs will actually do this. They'll crawl up underneath the bed to be able to pinpoint an area. As she comes back out, we concentrate our efforts on the edge of the mattress, which is where the majority of the bed bugs are going to be. Also towards the back area, which is an undisturbed area, in conjunction with the edges. We bypass all that area there. Once we finish that, we get an area that we would consider to be an area of concern. We had no alerts, but we did have increased attention there. That could be something as simple as 1 or 2 eggs in the middle of the mattress where not enough odor is getting out. So that's an area that we're going to concentrate our efforts on. This is Nudie, and Nudie is a Chinese Crested Terrier mix. She was rescued from the shelter in Lake City. She's a unique little dog for this particular project. She's very energetic, works a little bit different than the Beagles, but has shown a significant amount of improvement all throughout her training. She was real successful recently in New York, where we did a significant amount of work up there in several dorm rooms, and she's able to get in and out of areas. She's very agile, and her jumping skills are exceptional, which for this type of work, a dog that can jump up and down on bed and furniture is very important also. In this particular case, we brought in a second dog to confirm the alerts that we did. And if you notice, the dog starts to work the similar pattern around the bed, the edges. This is the way that they're trained. There's a difference in the way that particular dog identifies odor, not as pinpointing as a hunting breed would, so a little more flighty. But she works her way around the bed, then works her way around to the area, picks up the odor right away. You notice the body changes, and then goes back to the specific area where Gidget had alerted there also. So this would be a pretty typical inspection that we would do, other than the fact that the rooms were a little more cluttered than we would like to see. But we bring the dogs in, we get an alert, we may bring in a secondary dog to alert. And one of the things that we've discovered in these inspections as we're doing them and as time goes along, because it's a learning process as we do, is that the dogs may be alerting on something as small as one particular egg. And as long as it's a viable egg, which is some of the research that we're doing, is as long as the egg is viable, the dogs will alert on it. One egg, or a stage 1 or stage 2, may be very, very difficult to locate for the human eye. So in this particular case, the advantage is if the dog alerts, treatment may be focused on that particular area as opposed to worrying so much about, can I actually see them? They only eat, they only eat when they find bed bugs. So every single day, my trainers spend the initial part of the morning and the evening laying out bed bugs for them, and then the dogs come in, they alert, and then they're able to eat. Okay. So they associate the odor of bed bugs with their opportunity to eat. Okay. And that's the only way that they're fed and the only way that they eat. So they have to be trained every single day in order to get their meal. Okay. And at the same time, what we do is, that's how we imprint the behavior, and that's how we maintain the behavior. These dogs are also only trained on one particular odor, which is bed bugs. We don't cross-train our dogs. In a room like this, for example, if you had a dog that was trained for both bed bugs and termites, and you had termites in the wall, the dog would alert, and you may treat this room for bed bugs, but there could be a termite issue there, or vice versa. You come in to do an inspection for termites, the bed bugs have not hatched yet, the dog alerts, you're going to treat the room for termites, and then you still have a bed bug problem when the eggs hatch 7 or 10 days later.